All right, looks like we're live. Hello and good Friday evening to everybody. My name is Russ.
And I'm Kerry.
And we are the roads we roam.
Welcome to our Friday night wine where we get together once a week. Well, we actually do it twice a week.
Yeah, we do it Sunday too, but not wine.
Right. No, that's too early. Every Friday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, we get together, have some wine. I'm just like totally blanking. That's usually what happens to Russ.
Yeah.
Not me.
So anyways, if you can see, I've got my new hat on. If you've been following us on Instagram, you already know about this hat.
The infamous hat.
Yes. I'm super psyched about it. If you're not following us on Instagram or Facebook, you will find out more about it tomorrow.
Well, someone that did know about it, Eagle's Nest, a.k.a. Jim, was on just a little bit earlier before we went live. He said, I wanted to be the first to say hello. Russ would look good in a Charlie One horse hat. I think it's Richard Petty that wears one. You can tell by the little horseshoe branded on the hat. Oh. I have 3 of them. He said they're a little pricey, but they're very nice.
Yeah, some cowboy hats are expensive, man.
Yeah,
Boy.
They're very nice. And I chastised him for not fueling your hat obsession anymore. We can't afford it.
After making this hat here, I'm going to get a slouch hat, which was the cavalry hats back in the day, and I'm going to decorate it much like this hat right here.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Where are you going to get that hat?
I'll probably have to buy it off of Amazon.
Well, there's no fear of that because he always makes me do all the Amazon shopping, so we're good to go. Donna Delahante's here from Scottsdale.
Hey, Donna.
Oh, and Jim said, hey, if you're going to walk around in a hat, make a statement.
That's right. And this does. Look at that. 7th Cavalry. Got the officer's acorns up there.
Woo-wee. Looking good, babe. Looking good. Hey, Lewis is here, too.
Hey, Lewis.
Welcome, Lewis.
I saw
Happy
Lewis.
Friday.
Yeah, I saw Lewis on Instagram. I think he got started early. Said he's going to have some wine and have some friends, Jack and Ice, as well.
Ooh, I like Jack and Ice. They're good friends, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Hey, before we really get into it, I wanted to give a shout out to Dave and Susan from Michigan. They sent us a message earlier in the day that they won't be able to join us this evening. Susan's mother passed away. So we just wanted to let them know that our thoughts and prayers are with you and that you will be missed tonight.
Yeah.
And then someone else that will be missed, but not for a bad reason. They're actually having family around. Arnold and Josie.
Yeah.
And the fur babies.
Yep.
So they're going to miss tonight as well, but they'll be back again next week.
So let me just jump in real quick. The other day we issued a challenge, and it was for the Lyme disease challenge to 3 different channels, and wanted to reach out and say thank you so much to Travels with Delaney, Patrick and Patty for going ahead and taking that challenge. They did a wonderful job, and it's for a good reason. And Patty, Kerry, and I saw that video, and we wanted to reach out and let you know that we were thinking about you. We know your mother was in the hospital over the weekend, and it sounds like she's on the mend now, so we're all happy for that.
Patty showed me up and put me to shame with her live. It was like, it's not bad.
It was not a problem at all.
If you're interested in checking it out, it's on their midweek update for this week.
Yeah, I think it was Wednesday, I believe. I can't remember. But Patrick did the same thing I did, ate the whole thing.
Yep. Well, he didn't want you to show him up, and he took it. He was good. So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate that.
So let's talk about what we're drinking here.
Okay, so, and I put the information, I'm going to start putting the information below. Now, one of the things we try to do is we try to find local wines and beers and things like that from the area, just to kind of expand our palate and learn about different places. So mine, I have to reach over, I got the Grande Cielo Montana Rodeo Rosé, or Rose, they call it Rose, but it's a rosé wine, and it's okay.
Okay.
It's all right.
I am drinking the National Park Series Old Faithful.
From the Grande
Old Faithful
Teton,
Ale.
Yeah, from Grande Teton Brewery.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I like pale ales, so it's not bad. I like it.
Oh, we've got Judy here. She's saying hi to everyone.
There's a new
Russ
game.
is hitting me in the head.
I'm sorry. There's a new game coming about. Somebody suggested a new drinking game. I thought it was pretty funny. You'll catch up to it.
Jim, I like it. Jim says, a new game. Every time Russ grabs his beard, take a drink. You guys will be sloshed within the first 15 minutes.
You know, it's new, so I'm getting used to it. There's 2 right there for everybody.
Now, Mary, getting an RV, was paying attention to our Instagram today.
She was. I saw that.
Because she asks if it was a Mormon church wine.
Yeah. So if you all don't follow our Instagram, boy, I got the burps. I guess pale ale makes me burp. If you all don't follow our Instagram, we did a quick video shout out on our Instagram saying we were going to the grocery store and we were getting some wine, and we didn't realize it, but we were right in front of the Mormon church.
We realized it right after or during the recording. It's like, wait a minute, it's right here.
So our Instagram, what you'll see is a lot of previews of what you're going to see in the Saturday video, but it's not the exact same stuff. We make sure to film different things while we're out and about for our Instagram that we only use on our Instagram. So if you want to see some unique stuff, check out our Instagram. If you're following us on our Instagram and want to see some unique stuff, come check out our YouTube, because it's all different but all the same.
We just started doing that, and we had a big discussion about it, and we wanted to be able to add extra value. And we know that if you watched our videos, if we were just doing clips from the videos, you would have already seen it all. So we wanted to give you something a little extra. You get previews on different things and little behind the scene clips as well.
So that Instagram channel is _Roads. Wait, you do it.
It's the roads we roam, but there's an underscore in between each word.
Yeah, and the only reason why is because somebody already had the roads we roamed.
Hey, Karen is in Cody, Wyoming.
Oh, nice.
I believe it's Wyoming.
Yeah, I do too.
And
we'll catch up. I'm sorry. I was
so she hit the road and she traveled out of the area already. The weather here has been great.
Yeah,
we actually got out and walked around. It's been really, really nice. You left right out as the good weather came. Karen says, try the huckleberry wine. I looked for it at the store. I didn't see any. What did I see? I saw a huckleberry. You said it was very bitter.
Oh, yeah. It was a huckleberry IPA, I think. Indian Pale Ale. Oh. IPAs are always bitter.
Hey, Big Ships, Little Boats.
Hey,
good evening.
Dave. Good to have you here, brother.
And for those of you who this is new as well, yes, we're talking about wine and beer and whatnot, but anything is welcome. Water, tea, coffee, soda, you name it. It's just we're all getting together, having a good time. If you have any questions, feel free, shout them out. It doesn't have to be about RVing. It can be about us, what we're doing. Pass along information, things that you're doing and stuff that's going on in your life on the road that you want to share. We'd love to hear it. Judy says, I'm drinking tangerine water. Tastes good, but not much kick to it.
That really sounds delicious. I love those infused. Is it infused water? Is that what it is? Because like when we would stay at the Hampton Inns before we had the RV, they'd have like the orange infused or the cucumber infused. Good stuff, man.
Oh, we started bathroom talk already. No, I'm just kidding. Donna said that she's doing a shout out to Judy, but if you followed last Sunday's topic, we talked a lot about what do you call the toilets, the composting toilets.
Yeah.
She's putting an airhead in her tab.
Oh, nice.
So, Eagle's Nest is shouting to everybody, don't forget to hit that like button.
Thank you so much, Eagle's Nest.
Thank you, Jim.
I think I saw Donna say that too earlier, but we were just flying there with comments.
Ooh. Donna said, it's so hot here in Scottsdale, she made coconut milk mango ice cream last night.
Ooh, that sounds wonderful.
That does sound pretty
wow.
Good. I don't like coconut water, but I do like coconut milk, and coconut milk ice cream is
I like
really,
coconut
really good.
anything. I'm from Hawaii.
Hey, Kate. She said, hello, everyone.
Hey,
Got
Kate.
the Instant Pot going spaghetti. KV's workshop is over. We head out from Ghost Venture tomorrow and go south.
Nice.
So I guess that workshop, it was a photography workshop with Mandy Lee that KV went to, and I can't wait to kind of circle around with KV after and just kind of get some insights on what an event like that is like.
And I know the spaghetti in the Instapot is good stuff because you've made it in the Instapot, and it was wonderful. So I'm a little envious of those guys. But we do have, I've got elk pot pie waiting for dinner tonight.
we went around town today. We checked out this bakery, and they have these different pot pies. And I was boring, as Russ said, and I got chicken. And then Russ got the elk pot pie, and we just got it all set. And then after work tonight,
Yep.
then we're going to heat it up. So I do have to go to work tonight right at the end of this. That's why I have to be careful. I can't drink too much. So don't be grabbing that beard too much tonight.
Yeah, so
then we'll
let's
heat that
get
up.
caught up here with some comments because I've seen a lot of people popping in.
Yep. So let's see. Mary said, finally, it's nice in Lower Michigan. We were at a soccer game Tuesday night without winter coats on. That is like the best time of year when you're sitting there realizing I don't have 500 layers.
Yeah, we're kind of in the same boat, Mary. It's been pretty cold up here. Cold and rainy and snowy.
Now, this is interesting. Donna is switching out to that composting toilet, and she said she's trying to see if she can have 2 gray tanks. And a lot of people will either do that or they will swap it out and get one larger black tank. Now, you have the tab, so I'm not sure how the configuration is set up underneath, but I would talk to the dealer because that might be an easy enough fix for you.
Yeah, I'm sure your dealer can do that, and I agree. That's such a good idea.
Hey, Karen's visiting the Wild Bill Museum right now.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that when Karen took us around Yellowstone, and that sounds like a museum that's right up my alley.
Yep. Karen was a little camera shy, so we didn't get to show her on our Yellowstone bit, but she was just such a fantastic host taking us around Yellowstone.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Karen. We had a great time.
We did.
Dave said, missed last weekend. We went on a 3-day camping trip with friends up to Vermont. Hope everyone had a memorable Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, fantastic.
We did. What's the weather like right now up in Vermont?
Yeah.
I would like to hear about that. You know, it's weird because we've been up here and it's been like winter up until 2 days ago. I mean, if you just saw our video from last week, I mean, we were in hats, gloves, jackets. It was snowing in Yellowstone.
Yep.
And then suddenly the last 2 days we've had sun and we've been able to walk without the jackets, but it's still not short.
We've been able to leave our water hooked up the whole time too.
Oh, that's true.
It hasn't been below mid-30s in a couple days now.
Hey, Chuck's here.
Hey,
Hi,
Chuck. Hope everything's going well in Bend.
I love your comment on Russ's hat Instagram.
Yeah, he said that hat is the most American thing I've seen since the Declaration of Independence. I got a good laugh out of that. Carrie said, well, when you're friends with a comedian, you're going to get great comments.
You're always going to get great. We love hearing your comments. So Karen said she's embarrassed. Where is the like button? I think you actually have. I'm not going to do it because I'm moderating right now.
Yeah.
But you have to click the video screen, and I think then it pops down at the bottom. It'll take you out for a brief second, and then you can click the screen back again to bring you back in.
It's one of those difficult things to find, but yeah.
Why would YouTube do that?
Well, it's just on the phones.
And most of people watch it on their phones.
Yeah.
They need to fix that. I'm going to tell them. I have clout with YouTube.
Okay, good. Well, get us up a little bit higher then.
Yeah, I don't have that much clout. Lewis said he likes to infuse his water, freeze it first in the form of small cubes, and then infuse it with Jack Daniels. See, he's coming around all the way to the Jack Daniels.
Yeah, it's always Jack. Good man.
Oh, so Donna recently signed up as escapees. You might have heard us talk a lot about being a member of this RV club called Escapees. Mm-hmm. And she was such a sweetheart because she remembered hearing us talk about how we wanted a lamplighter pin. And a lamplighter pin you get when you refer to someone to join Escapees and they sign up. You get this little thing that you can put on your stuff.
Yeah.
Well, she went above and beyond because she told them the roads we roam, Russ and Kerry, and they couldn't find us. So she contacted us, and then she called them back to tell them our member number. So we're getting credit, and we got an email from them saying we're getting our lamplighter pin. So thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not like we get any kickback or anything for somebody joining, but we do get some bragging rights in the form of lamplighter pins. So
if
thank you,
anybody
Donna.
else joins Escapees, our member number is 145433.
Nice.
So, and I'll put that below later on just so that we have it. Because I'd like to have lots of little lamplighters things on there.
When you're walking around, like I said, I want to be the most decorated guy at the annual get-togethers.
Hey, yeah, you do. You have to go to all of them.
I'm going to be like 80, and I'm
you
going
get
to
a
have,
pin.
a tab of them.
Seasoned Adventures. Hey, that's Ace and Amanda's, or Amanda's parents. Hey,
Yes,
guys,
yes.
welcome.
Thanks for joining us, guys. I hope Ace and Amanda are doing well.
I know that they should be heading up this way because they have a work camping opportunity in Yellowstone.
Yeah.
I don't know which part. I think it's by
Fish Lake or Fish Camp or something like that.
something with fish in it.
Yeah.
But we'll find out. And I'm sure if they're in the room or they come in the room.
If they're
can
there,
chat.
they may not be able to hook up because internet is bad inside the park.
Talk about bad. Yellowstone, this has happened 3 times in West Yellowstone.
Yep.
The internet goes out in the whole town for no reason that we can discern, and nobody seems concerned about it. Like normally you'd hear stuff on the radio or people talking about it.
Yes, Karen, you're correct. Fishing Bridge. Yep.
Fishing Bridge, there we go. She saw about 25 elk today and another bear.
Ooh, wow.
She said it's the most bears she's seen in years. So
Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of...
we saw 3 when we were with Karen.
Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of Yellowstone Instagram things, and there seem to be a lot of bear out this year.
Pam said hi from Pam and Jim in Seattle. You
Hey,
know,
guys.
the GMC people.
Yes. Oh, man, they have our dream vehicle.
This is a new name, so welcome, Sola Ray Fascio.
Wow, Solar Ray Fascio?
Well, it's Sola Ray Sound of Music! Solar Ray.
Yeah, there you go.
Ray, something like that. It just reminded me of So Ray.
Maybe not.
Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Do.
Yeah.
There we go.
Anyways, thank you guys
That's
for
what it
joining
reminded
us.
me of.
Much appreciated.
I'd love to hear about the
the name, how they got that. Of course.
Lynn said in Vermont, it was 60s during the day and 40s at night. So it's kind of like what we have here right now.
Yeah. Right now. Yeah. Last night it didn't get down to 40.
Patrick and Patty are in the room.
Hey, guys. Thanks for joining
Hello.
us.
We gave you kudos and a shout out. You guys were awesome with your Lime Challenge. So thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah. And we're glad to see that Patty's mom is out of the hospital. We hope she's on the mend. It sounds like she is. So thank you again for joining us.
And I'll be sending you an email later tonight. I'm talking to my boss about my hours.
Yeah,
So
we're looking forward to hopefully bumping into you guys on the road here.
Yeah, and I mean, we've met up with several people before, and we truly mean it. If y'all are passing an area that we're going to be in, reach out to us. Let us know. We would love to get together and meet up with y'all.
Yep.
So, and we're going to be stationary for a little bit, but we can still kind of travel.
Yeah.
Based on work time. My bosses at my work camping thing are fantastic. Like I said, they're working around our live streams.
Yep.
She knew my boss needed some help closing tonight, but she knew I had this, so she said, just as soon as you're done your live stream, if you can come on in for a little bit. Abby is moving the camera. Kate said, we're hoping to visit some harvest hosts on our way back east.
Yeah, harvest hosts are always fun.
They're fantastic.
My mom called me today and said, hey, what was that harvest host you went to in Florida, the one with the really good wine? And I can never remember the name. I don't even remember it now.
Island Grove.
Island Grove, that's right. So she's going to Island Grove because of our video, and we told her, hey, if you're going to Island Grove, pick up at least 4 bottles of their blueberry sangria. We'll pay you for it. We'll buy you your own bottle of whatever. But they've got great
That was
wine.
an interesting one because that is one of the few times that Russ and I went through a whole bottle of wine in one sitting for a Friday night wine. And that was actually one night that Big Ships, Little Boats, Dave and Linda were online, and we just totally lost track of time. I think we went close to 2 hours that night. So see what Island Grove Winery does to you.
Yeah, it's a great harvest host.
JT and DT from El Paso.
Hey, guys.
West Texas town. You guys have been in the news a lot lately with that.
That big caravan of immigrants that came through?
No, not the caravan. Well, that too. But they had the wall that's going up in the Sunland Park area on private land.
Yeah,
that was.
I saw they put a stop to that. The city put a stop to that.
No, they got it was because the permit wasn't corrected. But I read this morning that they got the approval, so they're continuing on with that.
Okay.
But lots of stuff going on down there.
Yeah.
So Seasoned Adventures, they're on their way to New Mexico.
Oh, we love New Mexico.
Yeah, and we weren't even there during the good weather period.
Yeah.
So it's even better now. You guys are lucky.
Get a chance, swing by City of Rocks. It's a beautiful campground.
Lewis said, my son is Wolfing, Vermont. I'm reading it.
Yeah,
And
I see that.
it told me it's still chilly, but he grew up in Florida, so not sure what chilly really means. It means totally different things. Our son grew up and went to school in Wisconsin for the most part. So as soon as it hits 40, he's pulling out shorts and he thinks it's a heat wave going on.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve Turtle. Now, I checked out
Steve,
who recently he's doing a work camping experience, and he did a great video on his experience about work camping. And it's just really cool to kind of see people, now that I'm kind of experiencing it, just to see different jobs that are available. And
I like that video we saw of Steve's there. He's got a good, open and very friendly personality, and the way he does his video is very natural and conversational.
Steve, you will fit right in this room because he is a fan of Jack.
Oh, very cool. Yes.
Russ usually has Jack, and Lewis always seems to have Jack as well, so you're in good company.
Yeah, I picked up my Jack. I got Gentleman's Jack that I got at, what's that place? Lynchburg.
In Lynchburg,
at
Tennessee.
the actual distillery.
Two Doves is here.
Hey, guys.
They're late, but they're late for the party. Oh, we've been talking all about you and Amanda's mom. We were saying all sorts of things about you. I'm just saying. Just kidding. Mr. John Bank, a.k.a. Ron, is here.
Yes.
He said, guess what I'm doing? Hint, some assembly required.
Oh, he's probably putting Linda's metal detector together.
She got what I have. She has what I have,
G2
right?
Plus, yep.
Yeah, it's a good detector, and it's very easy to use, and it kicks butt, too.
Yeah, it's a great detector.
That's what I used when we went to the UK, and I got the best find of the day at one of those.
Yeah, what was it, 15 what?
1585.
1585 Lizzie sixpence without her face scratched off. That's kind of a rarity because Lizzie wasn't liked and they would scratch their face off of those coins. So Carrie, I think that coin is worth about, what was it, $275 to $400. We would never get rid of it.
No, we're not getting rid of it.
Yeah,
so.
it's better as a find.
So Travels with Delaney said, I can buy extra fudge if he'll give you a couple days off. I think we can work something out.
Yeah.
And we really want to go to the Tetons too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think it can work. I just can't confirm it until a little bit later tonight.
Yeah.
But you'll hear from me.
Yeah.
JT said, we survived the 50-mile-an-hour winds last weekend and quite happy how the LGM handled it. Now, the little guy, Max, is amazing. We were up at Elephant Butte, and I'm sure the winds were well over 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if it's the aerodynamics of it or what, but...
Yeah, and that's when you're stationary, but we were driving with it in those same really, really bad winds. You really couldn't feel it. It didn't feel squirrely or anything, but we were only getting like 5 miles to the gallon, and we ended up running out of gas about 4 miles outside of El Paso when we were coming back from
We were
Elephant
just fighting
Butte.
that headwind and there was just nothing we could have done unless we had a gas can.
Yeah, we had a full tank when we left, so it's just one of those things.
Now, Donna, looks are deceiving. So Donna said, what a view you guys have. You look so happy. No, that we really don't have a view. We're on the outskirts of town.
We're right in the middle of town, yeah.
And we just happen to have some trees at the edge of our property, which is really nice. It does give us a little bit of a private area, but right behind us there's some businesses, there's an apartment complex, and then a church right across the street.
Yeah, but it works for us. We get out. We try to get out at least once a week. Last week we went all the way to Battle Little Bighorn, a couple hundred miles away. This week we went to Earthquake Lake. That will be in next week's video. Y'all will see Battle Little Bighorn and some stuff we did around on town tomorrow. But this serves its purpose. Like we always say, it's free. We get free electrical, free sewer,
and
free
without
water.
a tow vehicle right now, we can walk everywhere in town. You do not need a car. If you live in West Yellowstone, you do not need a car.
Yeah, no place is too far in this town.
Kate has to go, so she's saying good night to everyone. Bye,
good night, Kate. Thanks for joining us.
Talk to you later. Lewis said, woofing. Well, woofing. is
Okay.
worldwide opportunities in organic farming. Volunteer work at farms in exchange for lodging and meals.
That's
That
cool.
sounds very cool. I want to hear more about that.
It's kind of like they have those places I've seen in some other RV things. We're going to have to give it a try. It's where you work for, in return for like food at some of the farms and stuff. You know, you work for a little bit, you get some of the produce. I think that would be a cool experience for a day.
We should try that.
Yeah, we should. That would be very cool.
I'll put you in charge of finding that.
Okay. You know I'm not very good at finding stuff. But
So we probably won't do it. No, I'll look for it because it sounds intriguing.
I would like to do that.
You know, and that was one of the things Island Grove Winery, they had converted. Now they have 700 acres and it's a blueberry vineyard farm, whatever. And they were in the process of converting everything over to organic, which is a huge undertaking. But they were converting it, and just hearing, if you stay at that Harvest Toast location and you can get the tour, it's just a really interesting tour, and you get to hear about the change and all the work that's going into it and the product, and it's just very interesting. It's my favorite Harvest Toast, I think, so far.
Oh yeah, me too, by far.
Ron said, "What kind of Santa Claus are you, Russ? A toy that needs batteries with no batteries?"
I don't get that.
Because the detector came and didn't have batteries included.
Yeah, well, you got a pretty darn good deal on that.
He saved you the money, so you can
Probably saved you about $500 on that, so you could go buy some 9 volts.
But you should have given them a heads up so they could have them there so they can turn
Oh,
on.
well.
Nothing's worse. Well, okay, I'm not even going to go into that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what's worse.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead, say it.
No, let's move on. Come on.
They'll be curious. I was going to say nothing worse than getting a toy and you don't have the batteries to play with it. I once bought Russ an Xbox with no games.
This was a long time ago.
Christmas.
Like when we were still kids.
Yeah, it was our first year of marriage.
Yeah.
But all I could afford was the Xbox, but Christmas Day he gets the Xbox and then nothing to play.
Yeah, she got me the Xbox and no controllers. Or no game is what it was. Yeah.
Two Duff said they thought their ears were burning. That's why they checked in.
Yeah, we were talking about you. All good stuff, though, guys.
Karen said if she comes back in the area, she wants to see the Tetons, too. She's never been, which is amazing because it doesn't seem like it's very far from here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you definitely have to do that. Definitely. Are you purposely not doing your beard now? Because
well, I've got one hand behind you and one hand with my with my beard, and I've gotten actually used to the beard a little bit now because it's been several weeks. But before, my goodness, it was just nuts. It was driving me nuts.
He incessant. He would complain about it, but he's starting to get used to it now. He's listening to Lewis. Lewis told him to stick with it, so he's thanks, Lewis. So Mary said, "Where is Earthquake Lake?" Oh my gosh, Earthquake Lake.
Earthquake Lake. I'm not going to go too much into it because it'll be in our video next week. Not this week, next week. But it is 28 miles away from here. And real quick rundown. When we were going there, I thought it happened 1,000, a million years ago. No, this earthquake happened in 1959, and it was so huge that it just rocked the whole area. It created lakes, and the landslide from it created a wind that was over 100 miles an hour and blew the clothes off of people who were in the area. I think like more than 20 people were killed from it.
Like 28 people.
And hundreds of people were trapped for several days out in this area. I'll try to put as much information as I can in next week's video, but it's just a beautiful area, an amazing story. If you guys go there, watch the movie. The movie is fantastic.
And it's all free. I mean, you get to go there. One of the locals here told us about it, so we took the day trip out there. And yes, watch the movie in the Visitors Center.
Oh,
everything
so good.
there is free. And the drive in and out, and there's little spots along the way that the video points out. So as you're driving back to Yellowstone, you can pick out these markers and you have a little bit deeper understanding of what you're looking at.
Yeah.
And it's just a very, very cool experience.
Yes, it was.
I got to come up with a nickname for Sola Re Faso.
Soul.
Yes, so, but they said that was hilarious but sweet. Pam said, since we spoke on last Friday night, we've installed 2 solar panels, taking out the toilet, and we'll have the
Wow.
airhead composting toilet installed by the end of the weekend.
Wow, very
That's
busy.
a lot of work. We
Yeah.
still haven't even gotten the taping and caulking done yet.
Well, we just haven't had the dry weather. It's just been raining.
So we did find on our trip to Little Bighorn, we do have some leaks right up by the front windshield, and we noticed just some areas that weren't as tight. So we ordered the materials, and as soon as we can get 2 days in a row that have no rain, like today we still had a little bit.
Yeah.
Got to get up there and get that all taken care of. But regular maintenance, even for RVs that aren't even half as old as what we have right now. So we're learning a lot. Like I learned so we have this big awning, and we went to go open it, and the little pull tab, Russ went to go pull, and it just
Ripped right off.
It ripped right off.
Yeah.
And so we haven't been able to open it yet. I did a little bit of research. It's a $6 fix.
Yeah.
We were convinced we were going to have to spend hundreds of dollars. Now, we don't know what the awning looks like open yet, so it might be a little bit more, but I'm ordering the new tab so that we can pull it out and it looks easy to install.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Mary wants to know, is there a documentary about that? There might be.
I don't know if there's a documentary about it, but I do know that the movie Inside the Visitor Center, which we said is fantastic and to watch, I know that is for sale on DVD, so you may check and see if you can buy that. What's that?
It's time for you to scratch your beard.
All right, there you go.
There you go, Jim.
They're like, give us a drink, Russ.
Exactly. Okay. So, Lindsay, aka Sola Ray.
Okay,
I
Lindsay.
can call her Lindsay.
There
okay,
you go.
Thank you, Lindsay. Judy said, "Are you going full time?" Oh, she's asking Donna.
Donna,
She's gonna,
yes, I saw
Donna
that.
is planning on putting a lot of solar on hers as well, too,
Yeah.
which you don't need anywhere near as much as what you need for a rig this size. And with the tabs, check out Zamp, because Zamp has those flexible solar panels, and if you already have the one main unit, they're very easy to connect and do add-on.
Yeah, Zamp
units.
has multiple plug-in areas for those units, and I would imagine New Camp uses Zamp as well.
Lewis said, counting the days to my next business trip on June 15th, heading to Texas, and this time I'm not flying. You're going to go camp for a few weeks. A suit and a camper. Gotta love it.
Hey, we've done that twice. Once for an interview that I had in Texas, and where was it that you had? We worked for you. That was in Georgia.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep. So we've camped and suited as well.
It's funny because today I just mentioned I went to go do laundry in the laundry room here, and they must have just recently added extra dryers in, because I noticed this big panel or wall closet type of thing, and it was partially open, and in it they have tucked away a nice little iron and an ironing board, but there's no way you can access it because the dryer is pushed up right up against it.
Well, I'll guarantee you what happened is that they probably put more washers and dryers in with the coming of the season, because there's a lot more people here. And in these apartments here behind us, some people live there full time, but a lot of people are seasonal workers.
But the reason why I bring that up is because there have been several KOAs that we have stayed at that in their laundry rooms, they have ironing boards and irons. So if you need that quick touch up for your suit or your dress clothes or anything like that, it might be available, and you don't have to necessarily lug anything like that with you in the camper. But you have the benefit because you're not full timing, where we had to keep all our clothes.
Well, and he's got a lot bigger rig than what we had too.
That's true.
Yeah. Now we're bigger than him, but
Are we?
yeah, because he's got I forget how big he's got a travel trailer. I think it's 26 feet, Lewis. Am I right? Or maybe it's 31 foot.
Donna says she may get one of those suitcase systems for extra power.
Yep.
I suggest check out Goal Zero. They have fantastic products. And the one that we have,
Sherpa 100.
Yeah, we just got that, and that was perfect for our cell phones and my computer. If you don't have one of those big heavy-duty computers that does video editing and all that other stuff, the the 100 is more than enough. And we had the little panel. And while we were in Tucson for the escapade, I would just hang the solar panel out the window during the day. It clips perfectly on the little hooks for your windows, and it would just hang right out.
Yeah, and you'll probably be pretty surprised. Even with 100 watts of solar, we really never used the generator. The only reason we used the generator was to charge my laptop. But of course, we're not running AC, or we're not running the whatchamacallit, the microwave off it. We can do so here with this unit.
Okay, so Steve said, wait a minute, I have to wait for Russ to scratch his beard to drink. I don't know the rules. Now, it's a running joke because early on when we first started these things, we both had it, but I guess Russ more so than myself, had this word crutch where he would say definitely a lot.
Yes.
And I think it was Randy from Randy's Adventures that said, hey guys, every time Russ says definitely, you have to take a drink. And so this is just morphed into now Russ has stopped saying definitely, I think, as much because now he's more aware
I'm
of it.
aware of it.
But that takes the fun out of it.
I know. So
you
now
should just do definitely every now and then.
Boy, what is that? You have to drink everything left if you use definitely and do a beard stroke at the same time.
Exactly. Now, Jim wants to know, how much solar do you need to have for the LGM and not have to worry? You know, here's the thing. It's very difficult to put enough on to run the AC or the microwave.
Yeah, you're not going to.
But if you are looking outside of that, we operated off the 100 and we did everything except the television.
Yeah. And we couldn't do the television because the television didn't have a 12-volt system. It
Right.
only had a 120
But if you
or
did
110.
if you did convert over to that,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been enough for that.
I
either.
would think 200 watts would, you'd be just fine. It'd be overkill. 100 watts was perfect for us. But I think now they're coming with 200 watts. I think you're set. You may want to look at maybe, I think the only upgrade I would do with that is maybe run 2 6-volt batteries instead of the 12-volt battery.
But yeah, I mean, we were fine. Like he said, the only reason why we'd have to turn on the generator was for his computer. The fan in the bathroom, the furnace could kick on, the water pump, the lights, there was something else, the radio, all that stuff would work off the 100 watt. And as long as we had an even halfway sunny day, we were fine. So if you have the 200 watts, and especially if you have the later model 2019s where they converted the TV over and the USB plugs to be powered off of that, you're set.
Yeah.
You really are.
I think if the TVs, and if you watch a lot of TV, I think then you need your 200 watts. But if you're not watching TV inside there, you're just doing your regular stuff, charging your phones and that sort of thing, 100 watts is just fine.
Lewis has 22 foot.
22 foot, okay.
Yep. And Donna said she's looking at solar panels that Tom's Camperland's installing. They'll be 150 watts. So, yeah, you'll be good.
Yeah, I
like
think
I said,
you're set.
Just you won't have the AC or the microwave turn off of that, but everything else you should be really good.
I don't know exactly how many watts you need to run an AC or a microwave, but it's way more than what you can put on top of that thing. We have 960 watts, and we're able to run the microwave and the AC off of solar and battery during the daytime.
It's so weird. We when we were going up to Little Bighorn, we boondoggled. Oh, that's, you got to put in the video. We Walmart boondoggled.
It is in the video.
Okay. I'm so excited. It was the first time we did Walmart. But we rented a movie at the Red Box, and we watched a full movie, and that was all off of solar.
We watched The Upside with Kevin Hart and who's the guy?
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston. And we're lying here. We have 2 couches. So Carrie was lying on the couch we're sitting on. I was lying on the couch across from us. We're watching The Upside on our TV up here, and I just looked over at Carrie. I said, we're in a Walmart parking lot.
And you couldn't tell because we had the curtains closed, and you just didn't feel it. It was pretty quiet, too. It was in Bozeman.
It was. There were, I'm not going to tell you how many rigs because I say it in the video. There are a lot of rigs there.
It starts with S.
Yeah.
Donna said, can an induction stove run on a solar battery? I don't know how much of a power draw that is.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I would imagine it.
I don't know.
Significant.
Yeah.
JT says, with the ZAMP, the connections can be different polarity than standard, but you can easily build a suitcase system pretty cheaply. Check on YouTube. And yeah, so you can have those suitcase things, but the panel add-ons are very easy to click and attach onto your unit. And those are the best for the tabs and the little guys because of the curved rooftop.
Yeah.
Hey, KV's checking in. Kate left and KV came in the room. I'm confused. So Donna says she doesn't watch TV, so you're good. I mean, I think you'd be fine.
Yeah, 150 watts. That'll be perfect.
So if you notice, I picked up Billy and waved her around. There was a request from Mary for Billy ears, so she got to see Billy.
That's funny.
She didn't look very happy, no, because I woke her up.
Maybe
if she doesn't get her 23.5 hours of sleep a day, she's crabby.
Maybe there's a T-shirt in there with Billy ears. Maybe we have to work that into our next T-shirt.
I love an El Paso, and I'm so upset that I never got one. I want one of those baseball hats. So the El Paso, what do they call it?
Minor league baseball team
are the Chihuahuas. And we used to go to the games all the time, and they have these hats called that say "Fear the Ears."
Yeah.
I gotta get one of those hats, so I gotta order one.
Well, next time we go back, you know me, I go back there a lot for work.
That would be my new hat. I would wear my "Fear the Ears" hat all the time.
Okay, so I know there's some video work coming up where I have to go back to El Paso. So when I go there, if you're not with me, I'll swing in and get you one by myself.
Pam said, "No spoilers." Yes, you can't spoil.
That's what they got I caught myself.
Katie was out walking Sophie, and she just got back.
Ah, okay.
Sophie is so cute. It was funny because Russ sat down, it was like 2 days later, and he looked at his shirt, and he had a tuft of Sophie hair on him. And it was while we were streaming our son, who also has a Great Pyrenees, and Brett was like, "Welcome to my world," and he panned his apartment, and he had just brushed out his dog, and there was like hair everywhere. Seasoned Adventure said, "See you guys, got to grab a nap before we head out for Albuquerque."
All right, guys, safe travels tomorrow.
We were stationed out there at Kirtland Air Force Base when we first got married.
Yeah. Safe travels, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Bye. JT said, "You may want a bigger charge controller. We changed our 10 amp to a 30. We added a connection below the refrigerator vents for the suitcase." That's a good idea because you've got that extra little room under there. Donna said, "Great." So
they're going back and forth. That's just back and forth conversation.
But no, that's some really great information because that was one thing I had wondered when we had our little guy. We were thinking of switching out to lithium-ion batteries and doing more of the solar and where to put it. Now, on some other Facebook videos, you've had some people that took room out of their storage pass through.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. But I think Liz DC1 put an inverter underneath the sink area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's done a lot of different upgrades there, but she uses a lot of things that we didn't use, and she's not a full-timer as well, so she had a lot of equipment with her espresso machine.
Yeah, she had all the cool gadgets.
Blow dryer, all that other stuff that we didn't have.
Using a blow dryer, that was one of the things I was so excited to use when we got into this.
Yeah.
Because I could use the blow dryer. I would have to strategically wash my hair so that it could fully dry and then I'd braid it just so it would look halfway decent. But just some of the changes that you make with the things that you can or can't take. And I'm sure if we had priorities different, I could have worked in the blow dryer, but I'm glad to have it now.
Yeah, well, when you're in a little 18-foot rig like that, I mean, we're 21 feet total with the tongue, but 18 foot of living space, you're right. You have to set your priorities. What is, and if you're living in it full time like we were.
It's much different. Like, I'm thinking about it now with just as a vacation camper, how much different, or the different type of gadgets that I would bring with me.
We are more than likely going to have to we're going to have to rethink how we travel on that because it's looking like we may just keep the little guy Max because we love it so much. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't sell, but that's something. Now it'll be neat to go out on little weekend trips. We're thinking about keeping the little guy Max and using it as a getaway. Areas we can't go with this.
The thing on that. Because we signed a contract with the consignment place.
Yeah.
We still have about a month or a month and a half left for them to sell it. So they could still sell it. But if they don't, then we are just going to pull it and put it into storage for right now, and then use it a couple times during the year and take it to some of those places, because we have found with the Class A, there are some places we just can't get to.
Yeah.
And so that was one of the things we really loved about the little guy at the beginning. We just never thought about where we would go, because we knew we could get in anywhere we were going.
Yeah, if the truck could go, the little guy Max, especially with the Rough Rider package, could go.
Okay, I got to catch up here. So Daryl's here. Hi, Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
He says, my contractor for the B1B automatic flight control system is in Albuquerque. Oh, so he's got friends with the season, or not friends, but a connection with that.
B1B, you know what that is, right?
B1 bomber.
Yes, very good.
I passed the test. He throws things like that at me all the time, and I always have that moment of stress. Usually it's movie quotes.
Yes.
He will say, quick, what movie is that from? Who said it? And I've got to try to think.
You know, it's usually one of 3 movies.
Jeremiah Johnson.
Gladiator and The Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah. Or Fletch Lives.
Fletch Lives, yes, you're right.
Yeah,
so one of
there
4. Yeah.
See, that's the one good thing, is he is kind of repetitive with those. So over 27 years.
They're my favorite movies.
Ron said, Russ is growing a beard? Okay, Dr. Quest. I can the evil Dr. Zinn. You're probably not old enough to get that one. Dr. Zinn.
Yeah, no, I'm not old enough to get that one. I do.
I'm going to Google it.
I read a lot of comics growing up, but they were more of the Slash and Bash, Conan, Red Sonja, things like that. So I don't get that one.
Quest, was he Johnny Quest's father?
I don't think so.
Okay. Mary said, I always thought it would be clever to... Oh, wait. Oh, she said, I always thought it would be clever to figure out how to put the LGM on a pontoon.
Yeah, that would be
and have
cool.
that like a mini houseboat. That would be really cute.
Yeah, we had talked about when we were going on this lifestyle. What Abby is just turning this camera left and right. Sorry, guys.
There's a noise outside scaring
But
her.
we had talked about what are we going to do when we go nomad? Are we going to go into a RV? We even talked about doing a houseboat for a little while. But we figured there was so much to learn there.
and there's very little room for if you don't do something right and you sink. So we passed on that one.
I still think that would be a cool idea.
It would. I would want to rent one a couple times first.
Yep.
Just so I know we.
Well, I am a certified boat operator with the Department of
That
Interior.
was like 20 years ago.
It's like a bike. Learn how to ride it once, you're good to go.
Yeah, okay. We're going to rent a couple times before we do consider that. So Judy asks, how would we tow the LGM?
Yeah, we were. It's funny. We were on a dog walk yesterday, and we were talking about this. We will probably end up buying another truck, maybe a little bit later model than what we had.
Yeah.
And we may just. I don't want to put it on a dolly, or maybe we'll just put it in storage with the little guy Max too. But it's something that we've been thinking of. The good thing about that, it's light enough. We can get a lighter SUV with some weight distribution and sway control and tow that.
And the benefit on that is because we have this as our full-timing vehicle, we wouldn't have to have the amount of storage space in the back of the truck that we had before to put everything. We could just take what we would need for the week or 2 trip that we would be taking with it, or a month. But we wouldn't need the amount of storage space. If we went full-time in the little guy again, we would have to have a truck just like Black Betty. I mean, we would have to have that space. Abby's decided to play.
She wants to play.
Right now. So my hand is the play thing right now. Rosebuds Travels is here. They're in Canada right now.
Nice.
Wow. I caught a quick, on one of your videos, you were in a Walmart parking lot. And it was like a day or 2 before we stayed in the Walmart parking lot. So I was catching that out. But yeah, they're in their casita and they're heading out. So it's good to see you out on the road. I'm glad you're having a good time. And Ron said, Linda put the metal detector up to my forehead. It went off.
I didn't think it detected air.
Oh.
Well, Ron gives it, so I'm sure he can take it. I just saw a comment asking about how much can our present RV tow. We haven't looked into that. I not a problem. It can tow the LGM, but I don't think we would do that. Yeah, that's a lot of what?
Well, actually, it's less than what a truck would cost weigh.
No, but I'm talking about length. You've got 34 feet plus another 21 feet. You're looking at over 55 feet of Toby.
Wasn't our truck like 18 feet long?
Yeah, but this is 34 feet long.
I know, but if we were towing our truck behind us.
Yeah, well, it's...
But it would still be scary, and then we would still run into the issue where we have nothing to tow the LGM with.
Yeah, to me it wouldn't make a lot of sense for why we want the LGM still. And the reason we want the LGM is so that we can get into areas we couldn't with the little guy, with the Class A.
Really what put that thought in our head was there was a couple in Moab who was driving a Class A, and they were very interested in our little guy Max for that exact same reason. So you need to stop reading those.
I can't help it pops up.
Guest bedroom, the LGM. Yeah. Or when Russet gets in trouble, he gets kicked in the back.
Hey, that's not too bad. It's not like I'd take too much of a downgrade. But no, it could be like a in-laws apartment.
Yeah, a guest suite or something like that. Yeah. No, it would be very cool. And we've also thought that it would be something good now that our children are older. Have it available for them so that way they could get introduced to the RV life. That's the one thing I've mentioned several times to Russ, is I wish we would have gotten into RVing when our kids were younger, so we could have exposed them to a lot of this stuff and traveled this way. I think it would have been a lot of fun. There would have been a lot of great memories.
Yep. We only did it once, and that's when we were relocating from Las Vegas to Wisconsin. We went and rented a... What's that RV
Cruise
company?
America.
Cruise America Class C, and it was a lot of fun then. So yeah, I really wish we would have been more of this mindset back then.
So that's our only regret as far as RVing, that if we could have done it younger. So Russ has already planned on taking our grandchildren, which
aren't around yet.
They're not even conceived yet.
Yeah.
But Russ has already planned the travel routes, the trips that we're going to take, where we're going to go.
Yeah.
Told the kids we will take their children for summer breaks already. He's got it all planned out.
Yep. The kids need to hurry up and have kids now. I'm ready to be Papa.
Chuck was saying if we towed the little guy, it could be your man cave.
Yeah, there you go.
No.
That'd be a cool man cave, too.
Judy said, "Can I be your child?" Of course, there we go. You and Chuck can be siblings because we've adopted Chuck as well.
Yeah, Chuck is our RV son.
Oh, Two Doves has to leave. So, all right.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Amanda. Have a good night. They should be up in this area. They're on their way there.
Yeah.
So they'll be here soon. But they came in at the right time where the weather is nice.
Weather's much nicer right now.
But no, I think, and you know what I'd really like to look at? So New Camp has those get-togethers, and I believe the Delaney's are having the U Camp. Is that what it's called?
U Camp, and then they're going to do a couple of the Travels with Delaney meetups too.
Yeah, I think things like that are really cool, and it's kind of disappointing that little guy didn't have tier stock this year.
Yeah.
But this way, if they have it in the future, we can go to tier stock. Now, I wonder,
Oh, wow, the Hunter GT. Thank you so much for that super chat,
hey,
John.
buddy.
Much appreciated.
Thank you, John.
You know what?
I was like, what is that big yellow thing on the
we
screen?
haven't seen a super chat in months. But, John, thank you so much for that. Really not necessary, but thank you. We are just so happy that you joined us. I haven't seen him on our chats for a while.
No, we got to go out to California and go metal detecting with him.
Yeah, if you guys are into metal detecting or anything like that, check out the Hunter GT's channel. He used to be sponsored by the company that I work with, and he would still be sponsored by them.
But he chose
to step away and do some stuff. But he's got a great channel, very intelligent, very smart, and He knows more than I think just about anybody at the company that I worked with about metal
Well, he
detecting.
does really in-depth reviews.
Yeah,
to a point where anybody can understand it. Like,
Yeah.
I can watch those things that John puts out, and it's like, that's why that works.
The only people I think that know that those detectors better than John, the Hunter GT, are the actual engineers themselves, me included.
Eat, Sleep, RV, Repeat. Lou and Angie are in the room. Then they want to know, hope all is well. Yes, it
Yes.
is. Good to see you guys.
Guys, you saw we did that challenge. We also put a challenge out to 3 other channels, and the Travels with Delaney, Pat and Patrick went ahead and did that. They've got a pretty large following base, almost 10,000, if not 10,000.
More than 10,000.
More than 10,000 now, and they did the challenge as well. So
That was
that
thanks to
message
you.
is getting out of there, and that was thanks to you guys for challenging us.
Eagle's Nest said, thanks, Russ. Needed that drink.
Did I do it?
Yes.
I didn't even realize I did it.
See, that's why you did that. Carlos and Renee are here. Hey, guys, loving the hat, Russ.
Awesome. Yeah, look at that. I'll give you a little close-up of it.
He is like such a kid with this. Although I asked him if he was going to be wearing the hat, just kind of jokingly, and he said, it's my outdoor hat. But I'll wear it for the show tonight.
It is. It's so big. Like if I put my head back, I hit my head. I didn't think I could drive with it. In the truck, I couldn't drive with it because of the headrest. But in the RV, I was actually driving with it the other day when we went to Earthquake Lake, and it works real well while I'm driving. It's just kind of big. A couple times you'll see me hit it, but I have to get used to it. But it's such a cool hat. I think I'm going to be known around West Yellowstone.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, that's that dude with the cool hat.
Well, no, there's one other guy in town that I told you that came to the
Yes.
candy store.
Yes.
That is.
I
got a
can't
pretty-
pull that hat off.
So Russ is not the only one walking around with a unique
He's got like one of those really tall hats. but-
stovepipe
Yeah.
straw hat type
And he's
things.
got a long mustache, and it's like Gangs of New York. If you look at Gangs of New York and see Daniel Day-Lewis's character, that kind of hat. I wish I could pull that off because I would so wear that hat too.
See, you got him going on the hat again. So Donna asked about UCamp. It's either UCamp or New Camp.
I think it's UCamp.
UCamp.
Yeah.
Check out the Delaney's page, Travels with Delaney, and they should have all sorts of information because it's getting ready to happen. They're getting ready to hit the road at the beginning of June to head out this way, and it's in Oregon, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so you might even be able to make it. So check out. I wish I knew more information on it, but they should have it all. We've got someone new here, Lori's RV Life, making
Hey.
making fun more fun. Hi, Lori.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Lori.
And she said, thanks for sharing. Well, it's good to have you here. We really appreciate it, and we love that you spoke up. Carlos and Renee said, looks good, LOL, fun guy, Russ. If you saw his Instagram post on the day that he did it, I mean, you can see he looked like a 5-year-old that was just so proud that he did something. I mean, he was snapping the picture, and I was like, did you really post that? And he's like, oh, yeah, I did.
Once I made this hat, I said, I have to pull my wooden walking stick out because this hat with my wooden walking stick can so totally go together.
He said, the Hunter GT, John said, when you dig some cross sabers, put them on there.
I do have 2 cross sabers I've found now, but
He won't put them on there.
no, yeah.
He won't risk that. Plus, we got them from West Texas,
Yeah.
and they're kind of really dry, more brittle, and I'd be worried about ruining them more.
No, those sit inside, but if I would love to have a real pair of cross sabers. Maybe if I bought them off of eBay, even though they were real. It's something weird, when you find something, I can find something that is not nearly as good shape as the real thing that I buy off of eBay, and that I bought off of eBay, I just do whatever with it. But since the ones that I find, I can't. I'm so delicate with those.
Now, Mary asks, do you get a lot of recognition around West? Now, one, she remembered how we
How
said
to say West.
West.
Heck, I
Yellowstone.
even forgot to call it West.
Yeah.
Good job, Mary.
I mean, I say West Yellowstone just so people know what I'm talking about, but here in town, they refer to the town as West. So good remembering. No, nobody, if they do recognize us, they haven't said anything, but I don't think we're that popular.
yeah.
We're not like that.
Not yet.
No, we're not like Nomadic Fanatic or something like that where we'd roll in town and see that. Either that or maybe people are so intimidated they don't say anything.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I just wanted to let you know real quick. We have 1 minute to go. So if you have any last comments, questions, tips, or concerns, go ahead and send them out right now. We're going to have to be very prompt and punctual this time. Usually we'll go over a little bit, but Kerry needs to be to work. She has to help close.
And if I left you alone with him, we have no idea what would happen. But Judy does seem to remember when you put that post up, she remembers the word dorky.
Yes, yes.
That's exactly what I called it. But I love my dork. So, Eat, Sleep, RV, Repeat said we saw the Travels with Delaney vid. Such a great thing. So they saw the challenge. Good. Steve said, great stream. Thanks for inviting me. Fun room. We loved having you, and I look forward to following more.
Yeah, Steve's got a great channel there. Go ahead and check him out, too. All right, guys, we are at 60 minutes. We're going to have to call it because Kerry needs to get to work. Any last things real quick?
The last thing, I just want to give a shout out to Lori's RV Life. She said her first RV trip will be the last week of June into her new to me Trail Manor. So excited for you.
We know how that feels.
Oh, the anticipation.
Yeah,
and I guess Billy made another appearance, and Donna will leave us all with the Happy Trails to You song.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
And don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already.
Yep.
Thank you, guys. We will see you Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
And before that, we have a Saturday video coming out, so make sure you check that one out. It's a little